What's up, everybody? I'm JB Bryant here with my wife, Katie.
Hi.
So yesterday, our kids come home from school, and one of them has math homework, and I'm the dedicated, math homeworker in the
He's
house.
the math helper.
He hands me this piece of paper, and it is. I have no clue. I have no clue. And he's trying to explain it. I have no clue what he's talking about whatsoever. And it took me about 15, 20 minutes to figure it all out, because you see, it's something simple. The directions say, solve the question. Once you get the answer to the question, come up with another way to get that answer. So let's say you had 50 plus 50 equals 100. Then you could say, okay, 50 plus 50 equals 100. Now 49 plus 51 equals 100. Well, the way they have them doing it, it's like 38 plus 25. Well, 38 plus 25, I mean, that sounds simple enough. That sounds simple enough. But then up under that, you see 2 plus, 2 minus, or 3 plus, 3 minus, and you're going, what the heck is going on here? And the kid's trying to explain it to me, and I couldn't figure it out for about a good 20 minutes. I was getting mad.
It felt like an episode of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? But he's not even in 5th grade yet, and I felt like I don't know how I passed kindergarten.
And then it finally hit me. It's a cheat sheet. It's a cheat sheet to keep our children from being as creative as what we were taught to be when we were children. I mean, 38 plus 25. 38 plus 25 is what, 63?
63? You're the math guy.
8 plus 3, 13. Carry the 1. Yeah, 63. Now, to come up with 63, you could do it a few different ways. Mm-hmm. 31 plus 32. We had to come up with that kind of crap.
60
but no,
plus 3.
Yeah, but what they have them doing is whichever number can be rounded to the top, the easiest. So 38 plus 25. You take 2 away from the 25. Add that to the 38, which makes 40. So 40 plus now 23 is 63. And it was, I've come to the conclusion that we are too smart for the curriculum that they are putting out, because that is not something we had in school. We had to be creative, and we had to come up with that ourselves. Yeah. We didn't have any cheat sheet to tell us, okay, well, this is a quick, easy way to do it and not have to be creative at all. You just add this to this, and then voila, you get you a whole nother answer. It's giving you the answer to you have to use no creativity, no creativity, no brain power whatsoever. And it just annoyed the crap out of me. I mean, there was a whole sheet of that crap. And then, the calculators in schools and all the screens in schools, and it's just done got to a point of complete ridiculousness.
What happened to having a scrap sheet and having to show your work? I mean,
we're given the answers to everything, and we think that the public school systems are making our children smarter than what they made us. But they're not. No. They're not. They're making everything easier for them, so therefore they don't have to think and use any kind of creativity, use any kind of brain power.
All they have to do is retain.
That's it.
Retain this lesson that we're teaching you. You don't have to learn why it works or how to figure it out. Just retain what we're telling you so you can copy and paste later on in life.
Yeah. And I mean, that's not how life works.
No.
You are going to run into plenty of problems in life where you are going to have to use creativity. You are going to have to use brain power.
You're going to have to be a free thinker.
You're going to have to be. You're going to have to be. You can't just always go into your Rolodex and cha-ching, have the answer to the problem in front of you by using some cheat sheet that your teacher gave you in the 3rd grade. It don't work that way.
No, and it shouldn't.
It shouldn't at all.
Our kids deserve better.
They do. They
the
deserve
future
better.
Of the world deserves better. I mean, that's how we get
And
better.
and people wonder why, China, for instance, is putting out like 3 to 4 times the engineers every year than we. They're putting out 3 to 4 times per year graduates in engineering than we are. That is insanity to me. Why? Because their children, their curriculum, they are held to a higher standard of learning. They are held to a higher standard of thinking and using their brain to figure out problems. I mean, man, if we keep teaching our kids this way, it scares me for the future.
It does.
It scares me for the future because I seen that. And I mean, to most parents, that honestly, it probably don't sound like anything. And I might catch some hate for this. Huh?
Water, please.
And I might catch some hate for this whole situation because it don't sound like no big deal on the surface. But truly, get to thinking about it. When you were in school, did your teacher give you the answers to everything? Did they give you a cheat sheet to figure out something that you could have simply used brain power for and that you should have used brain power for? It builds your cognitive thought.
It does.
It builds brain muscle, as my granddaddy used to call it, and put some wrinkles on that onion.
Helps you use your noodle.
There is a reason we tell people to do brain teasers and to do hard puzzles and to brain challenges, especially the older you get, because it's proven, it is scientific that it keeps your brain sharper. It makes you sharper. Having to think and figure out situations makes you smarter. It is what it is.
It does. But
we are just giving the kids, they have to think about nothing. That is not even an equation. 38 plus 38 plus 25. Okay, it's 63. I figured that out. Instead of having to go, okay, how else can I make 63? They go, oh, the teacher gave me this cheat sheet. I can just take 2 from here and add it to that, and that just changes that number, and that's 2 less there, and voila.
You just have to write
There is no creativity in that whatsoever. There is no creativity in it. There is no challenge in it whatsoever. The only thing they have to do is figure out which number rounds to the nearest 10 the easiest, and add or subtract from that number, and just it is.
And they wonder why our kids are so bored in school.
It's irritating. It is so irritating. The public school systems are really every day make it more and more enticing to homeschool your children. And I don't like the thought of that. I don't like the thought of that because I believe public school is important for other things than just book knowledge. Mm-hmm. I think public school is very important for teaching children important social skills.
I agree.
Team working skills, and just a lot of different things.
A lot
that
of
public
necessary
school
skills and a lot of necessary. I mean, not necessary, but a lot of
foot ahead skills.
Yes, between those things and the connections and the experiences. I mean, and yes, there are ways to have all of those things when you homeschool or when you are homeschooled, but it's
a lot harder.
It is.
It's a lot harder.
And especially, in our case, we work.
Yep.
And we work full time. I mean, nights, weekends, early morning. I mean, we work. So homeschooling is just homeschooling them the way that they would deserve and still have the ability to get all of those useful skills and experiences is just not necessarily feasible.
No. They
And that's not fair that has to be like our options.
Mm-hmm.
It's disappointing that that those are our options.
It is. It is. Our public school system should be held to a higher standard. They should be held to a higher standard because at the end of the day, who is paying for the public school system? Us.
The public.
The parents.
Yeah.
The grandparents. The uncles. The aunts. We are the ones paying for the public school system. We should hold our public school system to a higher standard of education. All they are worried about at this point, and it was already getting that way when we were in high school.
Yeah.
It was already getting that way. I had several teachers throughout my high school career that would straight look at me and tell me, I don't care if you learn this. As long as you remember it long enough to pass the test, that's all I care about. And that's all they care about because it's grant money. At the end of the day, the better their test scores are, the more grant money they get, the better everything works out for them. Mm-hmm. Man, forget that. Forget that. Teach my children something. Teach my children something. It is insanity.
And if the excuse is that the teachers aren't getting paid enough, like, I have had incredible teachers in my life that, like, go above and beyond for their class.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. You don't become a teacher for the money.
No.
You do not. So, if you become a teacher for the love of teaching children, which is, I mean, that's what, 99% of them are there for because it ain't about the money.
Then that shouldn't be a
factor. It should be even more, to all my teachers out there, it should be even more enticing to you to teach these children right. Just because the school hands you a piece of curriculum and says this is what you must teach these children, if our teachers would stand up against the school board and against the public school system that they work for en masse, they wouldn't be, that would change. That would change. Because the fact of the matter is you still have to have teachers.
Yeah.
What are you going to do if all these teachers walk out because they are not going to go along with that crap? And okay, it makes it easier for the teachers. Hey, I'm sorry, teachers. Y'all do a wonderful thing. I'm not taking that away from y'all. It's your job. It's your job. It is your job to teach our children. That is what you signed up for. I didn't sign you up for it. My wife didn't sign you up for it. The state didn't sign you up for it. The government did not sign you up for it. You signed yourself up for that job. So stand up and do what's right and teach our children right, because that right there, it seems so simple. That right there sounds so simple, but there are so many more instances of crap just like that. Mm-hmm. Something like that sounds so simple, but it is so detrimental to our youth. It is what it is. I mean, how can you say, and it's going to be people, oh, well, no, it's just teaching them an easier way to do things. Okay, then why do we tell people as they get older it's important to do brain teasers and it's important to do hard puzzles and brain challenges to keep you sharp and to make you sharper? Why has that been scientifically proven, but it doesn't apply to our children? If you ask me, where they're at right now is the most important time to be challenging them.
I agree.
Because we are shaping their minds and their brains for the future. If not, you're just going to end up with like a 35-year-old sack of potatoes sitting on your couch. They don't know how to do nothing. Can't come up with any kind of creative thought whatsoever. And I mean, dude, if we don't change something like that around, I mean, we're going to have a...
What kind of life is that, and what kind of future is that for all of us?
When we're old, like in our 70s and 80s, and that generation really starts to take over and starts to make all the shots and the calls, what is that going to look like?